One thing I do want to share with you all briefly is because I want you guys to take the most out of these sessions. Recently, I was someone tried to cheat me out of 4,000 US dollars, and I was able to stop them from cheating me out of 4,000 US dollars because I reflected on a article that I covered during the trending news and viral video segment. And I often remind you guys that, hey, when you're consuming this information, don't consume it thoughtlessly, consume it with great consciousness. And I went, when I was backing out of my garage one time in one of my cars, I heard like the brakes sound like that. And I was like, nah, hell no, I ain't riding like that. I took my joint to a brake, to the dealership, to have my brakes looked at. And I said, hey, um, when I was backing up, I heard like the brakes go, eh. And he said, oh, does it always make that sound? I was like, no, it never makes that sound. In fact, I haven't heard it since, but I'm sure it was my car. There were no other cars around. I want to make sure that I'm straight. Like I can't be like pulling up like that. He's like, okay, for sure. And so he like pulls out a flashlight and kind of like walks, looks through the rims and like flashes a light. And he's like, oh yeah, I see this. And, I see that. And I'm there with my assistant. And he says, oh yeah, this will probably be about, maybe like 1,500 to 2,300 for the back. And then he goes to the front. He's like, yeah, I think you need the front done as well. Like you really got to get both of them done. So now all of a sudden we're talking about like damn near $6,000. I heard an ant on my brakes. I only heard it one time. I tried to recreate it at my house and at this place and couldn't recreate it. He hasn't done shit except like flash a flashlight in casually. And I was like, huh, that's curious. And one of the problems is that money can make you sick. People don't realize that money can make you sick. Decadence can make you sick. The Western society can make you sick. And so often we become sick and don't even know it. And I almost, got sick. You heard me? I was almost like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it with you. Fix it. I'll come back a couple of days, get it. Or I'll send somebody to come pick it up for me. And my assistant was there. So I was like, yeah, drive me, go take me to one of my other cars. And then, let this guy do what he's doing. So I get in the car, my assistant, we're leaving. And as I was leaving, I remembered one of the viral videos that I did for trending news. And in that viral video, it was about an oncologist, a cancer doctor who misdiagnosed over 500 plus people with cancer on purpose. Why? Because you make more money when people have cancer. You get to take them through chemo, you get to recommend certain medications for pharmaceuticals, and you get kickbacks from the pharmaceutical companies. So I said to myself, I said, huh, if this doctor is willing to misdiagnose in excess of 500 people to make extra money and people's lives are at risk, what is the likelihood that a mechanic would not be willing to misdiagnose a car so he can make a couple extra bucks, especially when the car is $250,000? And he's like, oh, this guy doesn't care. I'll get this extra 6,000 off him. He don't need it. I said, what are the chances? And so instead of being trusting or projecting my honest nature onto this stranger, I remembered that news article and I told my assistant, I said, hey, swing me back over there. I'm picking my car up. Let's get a second opinion. She's like, yeah, that's a good idea. She was like, when I texted you the information this morning to the break places, I wrote in that message. I said, you should get a second opinion. I was like, yeah, but you ain't repeat that shit when we were here. So anyways, she drives me back over. I walk in there. I said, hey, hand me that key. You're not working on it today. He's like, all right. So I take the car. I go to another dealer for this car type. I take it to the dealer and they say, hey, if you don't have any time right now, why don't you just give us the key and then we'll call you, let you know what's up. So I leave that dealer, go back to one of my properties, switch cars, and I'm going to the office. As I'm going to the office, the first guy who tried to charge me $6,000 just from his little flashlight inspection, he had called, I didn't answer, left a voicemail, like explaining like, yeah, we're going to need to order this and order that. And it's going to cost about this and this. And in my head, I'm like, damn, that's amazing. Like he didn't even have the car. He already knows what he needs to order. He just looked at it with a flashlight. He's like highly confident that I need to pay him $6,000. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's an amazing bill to hand someone you ain't even like really done, like looked at their car properly. Like $6,000 is a significant portion of an average person's car, right? An average person's car, we're talking about like 20% of the value of their car. So I think he thought like, I could play this guy. And fortunately, only because that article on trending news and viral video did I say, okay, if a doctor's gonna lie and misdiagnose, for damn sure a mechanic's willing to do it. I dropped it off at the second place. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait till the second place hits me back. Now, mind you, I don't mind spending the money, and that's the problem. You get sick. You have some money, you get sick with money. You don't do your diligence. You're like, I'll just leave it. I got more important things to do. No, saving money is always an important thing, even if it's a small amount of money. So, anyways, I'm at my office. Then I get a call and I see the calls from the second place. I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing, Rebecca? She said, oh, hey, I'm great. How about you? I was like, I'm fantastic. She's like, look, we took a look at your car, and here it doesn't rain very much, so you get dirt and debris will go inside the brakes and things like that. And the water, like if you were driving in like a normal place that rains, the water might splash up and clean it out, and sometimes that might cause some sound, things like that. She was like, yeah, just a little bit of dirt and debris in there. We cleaned it out for you, doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, just come get it. She was like, yeah, I looked at everything. Everything looks pristine. Like your brake pads are brand new. Everything's perfect with your braking system. You have multiple braking systems. Like you're great. You're in good shape. Like you won't need to see us for a long time. So I was like, nah, are you sure? Do they look well? Are you positive? She's like, yeah, no, I'm sure. I said, huh, that's funny. So then I call my assistant. I said, hey, go pick up the car. My assistant takes an Uber over there. She gets there, walks in the place, and there's other people waiting. And then she says, "Hey, I hear that there's nothing wrong with the car." She was like, "Yeah, no, nothing. It's great. It's in great condition, perfect, mint condition, brand new." And she's like, "Oh, because this other dealership, they told us we need to pay $6,000 for blah blah blah." She's like, "Oh, no, that's a lie." She's like, "No, that's a lie." And I was glad my assistant pointed that out and like credited them, and also put that other dealership on blast so that the other people in that lobby were like, "Oh shit, let's avoid those criminals." And it's just extraordinary that you have a situation wherein I literally, like, not only did I not need $6,000 worth of work, the woman said, "Not only do you not need $6,000 worth of work, like it's pristine. Like you don't need to see it for a long time. Everything's pristine under there." Wow, you tried to hit me for 6 thou. Wow, Brody. That's dirty. It's amazing. So I say that to say, like, man, I don't trust anything. But here's the funny thing. In general, I don't trust anything. But sometimes when you get sick with money, or you get sick in this modern society, it causes you to behave in foolish ways. You start running too quickly, right? If you don't have any money and he says, "Oh, it's a $6,000 bill," your first thought is, "Let me get a second opinion." If you do have money, says it's a $6,000 bill, you're kind of like, "Ah, all right, cool. Let me just switch cars." Right? But that's not the right answer. That's the wrong answer. And that's why morality is so important. And I try my best to live life on the ground. Yes, on the goddamn ground, not floating or getting confused as to what's what. Money can make you sick. This Western society can make you sick. Decadence can make you sick. Social media can make you sick. A dumb broad can make you sick. Laziness can make you sick. Bad foods can make you sick. Bad advice can make you sick. And I just want to share that with you because I hope that one day you guys remember something I've said, or you remember something you heard about in trending news, and it helps save you, maybe save you $6,000, save you some time, save you heartache, save you headache. Yeah, knowledge is powerful when you use it. When you use it, not just acquiring it. When you have to use it.